All right, it is time now to play those percentages. Of course, we'll start off with a nice college football question. What are the chances OU or OSU will play in a conference title game next year? Dean?
OU and the SEC, that will be extremely difficult. OSU with is it a tougher league? I don't know. I don't think you can say that with OU and Texas leaving, so I'll give a 25% chance.
Maybe a little ambitious on my part, but if Oklahoma State can keep a lot of their key players together who have eligibility remaining, those young guys in the secondary will have a year under their belt. I'm going to say 40.
Hey, OSU beat bigger odds than that getting into the game this year. What are the chances Texas wins the national championship this year, John?
Well, they're really playing well right now. I don't know if they're playing better than when they beat Alabama and Tuscaloosa early in the year or not, but I'll say 41.
You know, my question is Quinn Ewers, they are loaded. I mean, I'm going with 41%, and I have it that high really because of what I mentioned earlier. They would be fresher. I think they're going to get past Washington. They'll be fresher. Can you imagine the team that wins that first game? They'll be worn slick.
All right. Jeff Lebby's gone to Mississippi State. Joe John Finley and Seth Luttrell take over offense coordinator duties starting with this bowl game. So, Dean, what are the chances OU scores over 30 in the new OC's first game?
Well, viewers are wanting to know if you meant 30 in the first half, and Seth Luttrell is saying 30 for the game will be fine. But Seth and company, I will go with 80%. Go get them.
I'm going to say 51. I think they will. Look, the talent on the offensive side hasn't changed, and Arizona's going to have to deal with deep shots down the field with Anderson and the rest of those guys.
Take the over.
Yeah.
All right, this one almost feels too easy. Bixby, winners of 9 of the last 10, 6 straight state championships. What are the chances, John, that Bixby wins again next year, makes it 7 straight?
Well, all great things come to an end, and there's a lot of talent around, especially in the eastern part of the state in terms of putting teams together. But both my daughters graduated from Bixby High School, and I can't say anything less than 61.
You sound like you would be a candidate for the game day show, you know, the picker.
Yeah.
You know, my uncle had a daughter who did this or that. John, I just don't get it. I mean, it ages us, I guess, to remember back when Jinx just dominated. And then, you know, you had Union just dominating. And now this bunch, it's a decade. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. Give me 90% for Bixby.
All right, and fellas, pretty soon here, we're going to be talking heavy college basketball, Big 12 Conference. So what are the chances OU, undefeated right now, makes it to conference play in the new year, still undefeated? Dean?
Well, it would help them if they could play where they played the other night. John, I don't know if you saw that, but I was down at McCaslin Fieldhouse, and they filled it with students, and it was raucous, and it was fun, and they played better than they normally do. Still, they have North Carolina, Arkansas, and a couple of other toughies. I say 20%.
You played a few games in McCaslin, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
My only games there.
Well, there's a banner up there with your name on it.
No, it's Alvin's.
Yeah, you just mentioned Arkansas. I just watched them in front of new OC Bobby Petrino and head coach Sam Pittman in the stands. I just saw them take down Duke in Bud Walton Arena, so they're pretty good. But I do like the fact that's a neutral site. North Carolina, going to have all that length and ability. It's a tough ask. I'll say 35.
All right, one last look at the percentages, and then text Dean or John to 79640. We'll have a